Something just hit me. So don't you know how as black, well, I mean, I'm sure white people do too, but I'm specifically talking about us. So don't you know how our childhood as black people, a lot of it started with our parents being impatient with us. So them being impatient with us caused them to yell and scream and call us names, or like how I got beat real bad as a child, or like like abuse in general. And this really struck me. So children from a very young age that went through that are literally trauma bonding with their parents. The bond is not even really like what they think it is either, because they don't even understand what's happening. But it's like, you really love your abuser. You are attached to your abuser, and the abuser happens to be your parent or parents. But you don't even understand what this is. But since it's more socially acceptable to not go against your mother and father no matter what, it's like you oh my god, my brain is moving so fast right now because it's so excited that I just found this out. But it's like, fuck, what was I saying? It's like you really don't understand what's happening to you. This is why I really push therapy on people, because I'm telling you, once you understand stuff like this, your life becomes better. It becomes so much better. Just knowing this information it becomes so much better. Like, it could really heal. Like, I just don't understand. Like, it's crazy. And then those experiences determine the trajectory of your life. Your mind has to be so strong, because you have to choose, am I going to, first of all, you have to understand what's happening, and you have to realize that it's wrong, because a lot of people don't even realize that it's wrong. From children and growing up, they still don't see a problem with that. They don't see it's wrong. So your brain has to be so strong to like really differentiate normal, not normal, normal, not normal. This is wrong, this is right. Like, I swear, we have to do better. Like, we are failing these children. I'm so tired. Like, I'm so tired. I wish my brain would stop, but it won't. It's just like, oh my God, it hit me. Like, as I was sitting here, I was thinking, and it just hit me like, oh my God, a lot of the relationships children have with their parents are trauma bonds. And the children don't even understand. The parents don't understand even sometimes. They don't even understand all this damage being done at a young age. It's sick. It's so sick, y'all. Like, it's so sick the more I think about it. Like, you pass down the trauma to your children pass down the trauma to their children pass down the trauma to their children. It's like a generational curse. Oh, y'all, this is some sick shit. We have to do better. We have to do better. Oh my God, I can't believe it. It just hit me. Like, it, boop, right in my head. Like, I swear to God. I swear to God. Like, whoa. Well, now that you know this information, what are you going to do with it? Now that you know this information, what are you going to do with it? So now I've done my part. What are you going to do? Also, before I really end this, I want to explain that yelling, the cursing, the not taking accountability, the gaslighting, that's all a form of abuse. And that's a lot of the times what parents do to their children, because they know they can get away with it, and they know that their children don't know any better. But also, sometimes the parent doesn't know any better either. It took me a really long time to get this, because as a child, I'm thinking, you're an adult, you should know better, because I know that if I know it's wrong, then you know it's wrong, right? But really, some people are just ignorant. Some people are just, they're ignorant, and that's the world we live in. But yeah, like that's really a form of abuse. All the yelling, the screaming, the cursing at your child, the telling them to shut the fuck up, to sit the fuck down. That's all a form of abuse. Abuse is not just hitting your child; it's like mental abuse too, like verbal abuse. That all contributes, and a lot of people don't even understand the definition or what it means to really love somebody. They just throw that word around, and so that's why I was like, oh my god, these children, they grow up saying I love you, and they grow up seeing that as love. That's why a lot of people, it's hard for them to leave abusive relationships, because that's all they know is abuse, and they know that as their love, that's their love. They know that as love because that's all they've experienced a lot of times. And that's why I'm so against like hitting children or like cursing at them and like all that stuff, because it's like I don't want to be the reason that a child feels like that's acceptable. You know, I don't want to be the reason that a child feels like that's acceptable. I don't want a child to feel like that's what love really is. Like, that's not love. A lot of people, they just don't understand, and that's why I take that word so seriously, because you can't just tell somebody you love them and then treat them like shit. That's the thing. That's why people don't even understand, because they've grown up with people saying, I love you so much, but also, pow, I love you so much. Shut the fuck up, bitch. Like, that's insane. It's not funny, but it's insane. Like, what? And that's all people know. It's like it's an endless cycle, you know. But yeah, that's I just wanted to really explain that, because people really don't understand. Like, they don't know any better, but also it's like at some point you have to know that this is wrong. Like, you might not know the, just like I didn't know the words for what people was doing to me, like the manipulation, gaslighting, and the triggering me on purpose. The people that are abusing you, they don't know the words for that either. And I feel like, well, a lot of times they don't. Sometimes they do. But I feel like if they did know the words, like how I learned the words and it helped me, I feel like it could help them. Because what it did for me was it put a definition to the action that was happening. And once it put a definition to the action, it helped me to understand the person more that was doing what they were doing to me. I understood that it wasn't personal. It kind of, I know it doesn't make sense, but it's like they can't help that part of them because they really don't know any better. Literally, they don't know. And nobody wants to hear that. Nobody that's being abused wants to hear the person just doesn't know any better. And when I say they don't know any better, I mean they're literally ignorant as fuck. Like, literally, that was their life. They are putting what they experienced in their life onto you, because that's what they learned, and they never learned that it was wrong, and they never cared about what they were doing to people, because nobody ever gave a fuck about what they were doing to them. So yeah, I'm about to wrap this up, but it's a lot of work that needs to be done. And I did lose my track of thought just like a few words ago, but yeah, I'm gonna end it because you know I can really go on about this. Like, this is like something that's very important to me. I had lost my track when I was saying about I didn't want to be the reason a child thinks that that's normal. I was about to go into something, but I can't remember what it was, so I'm not gonna drag this. I'm just gonna end it. But think about this today, though. Is your relationship with your parents a trauma bond? It's mind blowing. That's mind blowing. That's a really good dinner table talk. Is that a trauma bond, girl?